Hi everyone. I was writing in my journal this morning and collecting my thoughts, and I just thought I would sort of write down in my journal my experiences and my symptoms of derealization. And after I read the journal back, I thought that I might make a YouTube video and share it with you guys, and maybe some of you guys could relate. I've watched some of your videos, and we seem to have some things in common. So I'm just going to write my experience, share my experiences with you guys. One thing that I wrote was the most difficult part for me is feeling like I can't think or talk straight. I feel brainless and stupid and like I can't communicate. I feel like I can't understand or make myself understood. Um, Also, when I've been out in public, I tend to feel totally overwhelmed and totally lost and totally helpless. I often, I always go somewhere with somebody, and I often feel the need to sort of follow them around like a puppy dog because I'm just so overwhelmed by the um, stimulation around me, the lights, the sounds, everything. So that's sort of a summary of what I feel. And now here are some of the symptoms. They're in no particular order. It's just um, what I seem to experience with derealization. And I'm trying to put it in a separate compartment than my other diagnoses, without being too textbooky about, my symptoms. Um, just because there seems to be, anyway, you'll get it. First of all, for me, I experience oversensitivity to light and sound. Um, it's certain kind of lighting when things are backlit. It drives me insane. I can't listen to music anymore. Unfortunately, it's like I put on, if I put on softer music, it's like, oh, this is depressing. But if I put on, you know, something rock, and unfortunately, I'm like, this is noisy. Or even something like upbeat. It's like, this is noisy, and I just need to turn it off, and it just drives me nuts. Um, I don't know if any of you have experienced that, but even still, not music necessarily, but light and sound. I'd be interested to hear your opinions on, your input on that. Um, it's very hard to process and comprehend information. I have found lately that I am a good listener, a really good listener. I'm not one of those people who tune you out. I will listen to every word you say. And part of the reason for that is that I'm trying very hard to comprehend and understand what you're saying to me. If you're trying to, I've been to the doctors a lot lately and this and that, and they explain things that are wrong with you and medications and this and that and informational stuff, and it's very hard for me to comprehend. Um, it, so that's that pretty much. Like I said before, I'm very easily overwhelmed. Um, One thing that I feel is I feel very stoned. Before I ever looked up, people say foggy and this word and that word. I feel stoned, literally like I've been smoking pot, except take away the laughing and the fun and the fun part of smoking pot, which I don't do anymore because that's something you do when you're young and stupid, not 38. But it and I should say, all kidding aside, that smoking pot for me, I know it kicks it off for a lot of people, but for me, um, I realize that if I smoke pot, it makes it worse. A lot worse because it just intensifies everything that I'm already feeling. But it's like being stoned, but without the fun and without the laughing, and it's very foggy, and your senses are fucked up, but not in a good way. And if you've got other head problems going on too that are negative and this and that, it's not fun. I feel very disconnected from people. Um, a lot of people will say, will give an example of how they feel disconnected, or they feel they're outside of their body, or the thing that, before I ever looked up a definition, that I came up with in my mind how to describe it was, I feel like, you know how when you see in the movies, or if you've ever been through it, whatever, where a prison inmate and a visitor are talking through the glass and they're talking on the telephone, and they're talking to each other, they're right there talking to each other, but there's a disconnect there because of the glass and the telephone and everything like that. So I feel like a disconnection from people and just everything around me, and that's kind of what it feels like for me. I have a terrible memory, long term and short term. Um, even sometimes by hours. I can't remember what I did yesterday or a few hours before. I just can't recall what I did, and it may be something um, big, or maybe just watching TV or something. I might not be able to recall what show I was watching or whatever. Um, One strange thing that happened to me one day, and this was before I ever looked up the definition, and I looked down at my arm and it appeared to be exaggeratingly small. I looked down and it looked like it shrunk. I don't know how to explain it. It's only happened to me once, but it is a symptom of depersonalization and derealization. One of the two, I'm not sure. And I just thought it was weird, and it's nice to know that I'm not, well, something's wrong with me, but I'm not, I'm crazy. What the hell? But whatever. I noticed that, and this is a big one for me, that I am too stimulated to sleep, but too tired to accomplish anything. I will sit here and think about all these things I want to do, but not have the motivation to do it. But I'll say, you know what? I need a nap. I'm exhausted. Physically, I'm tired, and I'll lay down, and my brain will be racing and racing and racing, and I can't sleep. So then I get up, and then I sit there again, not doing anything. Um, let's see, and I'd say it's not a lazy feeling. It's like I literally can't do things. So it's not a lazy feeling. I feel bored. I feel stir crazy. Um, the need to keep moving and doing even just minor things just to keep moving. It's like a nervous energy thing. Um, um, I guess that's it for my symptoms. I just wanted to kind of put it out there and, put my symptoms out there and what I've gone through with it. I should say that I am on a lot of medications, but I was recently, for this, put on Abilify, and it seems to be working. I take 2 milligrams a day, and I might go up even more. But part of the reason why I wrote in my journal this morning and why I'm doing this video is because I've been feeling better lately, and I'm finally able to put into words and into thought what I was going through, where I couldn't explain it to people before. So the Abilify is helping. This is my video. If you have any questions about derealization, depersonalization, Abilify, other medications, me personally, this is my video on derealization. I hope it helps some. And until the next video, I'm out. Peace.